Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another Saturday live transmission. Thank you all for those of you who are joining today from across the globe. People from all over the world are joining today. It's kind of amazing. I've been watching all the places roll in. We've got places all over the US, Texas, California, Florida, but also all over the world. We've got Italy, we've got the UK, we've got someone in Uganda today. So this is truly an amazing global audience. It's good to see you all. And people are logged in across Facebook, YouTube, and Crowdcast. Welcome to everyone. For those of you who are new, my name is Edward. I'm with Ascension One Collective, the foundation that supports the work of ASEAL and the guides. And I'm here to guide you today into and out of this session. So the last time we came together, we got Iceland and Mexico, Argentina, Kuala Lumpur. Look at that, all these people. That's fun. Last time we came together, we explored power and sovereignty with Emmanuel. And this session, we're going to be receiving a transmission from Elohim on ending the cycle of karma. Next week, we're going to be doing a Q&A session with Emmanuel on the same topic. This is going to give you some time to receive the transmission, integrate it, and allow for different kinds of topic-based questions to emerge over the next week. And as always on these sessions, we have some newcomers, and I'll share a little bit about this work to give people context. So Asil, who is the channel today, studied with various spiritual traditions over the last 19 years. And 6 years ago, he had a strong spiritual experience that opened up this connection that today we refer to as the guides or the channel. And this is a connection that has both energy and wisdom come through during the sessions, and he will embody these guides and bring this through. Through this connection, energy comes through him and reaches all of those who are tuning in to the live transmission. This energy will allow you to go deeper in your meditation, perhaps receive information, which might take the form of a spoken transmission or in your own way, different kinds of visuals or messages or an inner knowing. The process for Asil to get into this trance will include spontaneous movements of his body and his hands, sometimes shaking of his body and fast breathing. And sometimes as the energy level rises, you'll see his eyes roll upward. While it may not seem it to those who haven't seen this before, it's all normal. And his everyday human consciousness is still available to him while he's channeling, and he can stop the embodiment at any time. The channel will bring through guides that will specifically introduce themselves with the names humanity has given them. You might recognize some of these names as angels, archangels, or higher forms of consciousness. Once the energy field is established, then an energetic alignment will begin. People sometimes report having powerful experiences even over live stream. So it's really easy during this time, you just sit back and focus on being in an open, receptive, meditative state. And by being receptive, you've included yourself in this energy field today. So there's nothing else that you need to do. During the session, if you would like, you may also bring a loved one into your mind and heart to invite them to receive the benefits as well. You can also choose to set an intention. So you can intend to release old wounds, thoughts, or emotions that no longer serve you. And people share that different things will start to bubble up for them, even in the absence of a specific intention. And you can flow with that and whatever emerges and accept all that arises. For people who can support the work financially, it not only supports Asil, but it supports the whole production team. And many of you supported the last session and have already supported this one. And that's truly appreciated. And it helps us keep this work free and accessible to all. We have links to support options for donations in the chats. And today we just invite you to listen with an open mind and an open heart. We recommend that you listen in a space where you can't be interrupted, and go ahead and turn your phone off. Unless you're watching it on your phone, in which case, keep your phone on. We also recommend you stay tuned in through the entire session. And if you're in a deep meditative state at the end of the energy transmission, it's okay if you can't hang on to every single word. the real benefit of staying with us is what's most important. And the words can be replayed in a video or audio afterward, or read in a transcript. We're recording audio and video today, and we will provide the video and transcript immediately following the event on our website and social media pages, and the transcript will come a couple days later. As the session ends, we'll sit together in silence for a few minutes and give you all enough time to come back to your everyday state of awareness. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. It's my pleasure to be here, and I'll look forward to seeing you back here on your return.
Thank you, Edward. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in. It is possible for us to connect at any time of the day with each other. And that in itself is the creative power of humanity and human consciousness, to establish these ways of connection and collaboration. Now, beyond the ways that we have developed as the technology that we know, there is already so much potent and existing technology within us and within this reality. And this journey that we are on, this journey of spiritual awakening, spiritual seeking, exploration, or even the self-realization journey, is a journey of discovering that which is already within us. These embedded powers, these integrated templates, the way reality operates, and the way it operates on our behalf. That brings us, of course, to this month's topic, consciously chosen by the team, ending of the cycle of karma. Fitting for the end of the year. An intense year for many of you, for many of us. And in this intensity, also incredible opportunity to observe what can be transmuted, what can be learned, what can be realized and integrated, and how can we emerge as a greater and more empowered being as a result of these learnings, as a result of this intensity. Now, the word karma refers to a construct that was established a very long time ago, a construct for human consciousness to learn. And about a year ago to this date, that first Saturday of last year's December, we had another transmission that had a similar direction. It was about karma, ancestry, and past lives. So it is an important topic for all of us. We want to understand in which ways are we repeating certain patterns? Are we repeating certain learnings, certain lessons over and over again in this lifetime and from even many previous lifetimes before? Why is it that we have to go through these learnings again and again? Are we actually learning when these patterns, when these circumstances repeat? Are we allowing ourselves to see a different perspective and maybe integrate those learnings? And how do these cycles really end? And is it going to be like this until the end of humanity? Or is something else in store for us? as humanity clearly is in a transformational state. We are in a time of transition. So this is the theme to explore. Now, while this may be interesting to the mind, more than the interest to the mind is how can the exploration of this topic truly impact your life in a sustainable and in a relevant way? How can this transmission truly land in all cells of your being and allow you potentially to operate differently? Thank you all for joining in this exploration and sharing this time with us. Greetings. We are Elohim. In this journey of awakening, you will start to realize and understand the power that is intrinsically within all of you. This power has been established from the beginning, from the initial seeding of humanity. It was recognized that humanity will come to an awakening stage, a stage in which human consciousness will and would recognize its own creatorship, its own desire to direct its destiny, to direct the creation of a reality of its own choosing. This world as you experience it was truly established with a preset of determined structures, of determined mechanisms, mechanisms that have served previous forms of consciousness in their evolution. The material form was deemed to be relevant and significant in this initial stage of the evolution of a consciousness. Humanity is a collective, living the material form to experience and to learn consistently, yet temporarily, with an individualized identity for a period of time. After this period is complete, a new identity will be assumed. The entire collective learns from every individual's lifetime, from every individual's experience, from every individual's realization. And with every learning, the fabric of this reality adjusts in order to provide new learnings, in order to provide greater opportunities for evolution. And this is the moment of an important evolutionary step that humanity has come to, that you as an individual have come to. You have noticed and understood that through the many cycles that you live, karmic cycles, as some of you understand them, have served humanity through many generations. Some karmic cycles lasting for thousands of years, some of them lasting for seconds, some of them persistent and repetitive, yet seemingly unique in their own expression. Every constellation for each karmic cycle, even though determined to deliver the same realization, is unique. Therefore, the realization that occurs delivers a slightly different perspective, a slightly different angle on the opportunity of learning. Karmic cycles have served you, even though some of you have perceived them as painful, as challenging, as something that is required to be eradicated, as something that is required to be completed, dissolved, and released. The construct of these cycles is part of the construct of this reality. Yet as you evolve, the construct of this reality is changing. Therefore, all aspects of this reality are subject to change, including the cycles of karma. This transformational phase that humanity is undergoing is entirely dependent on the individual's awakening capacity. Your process to awaken to your true and innate power. Your process to awaken to the nature of this reality. The love of creation providing you this unique experience as a human being. Every small detail provided for you. No matter how challenging, no matter how difficult, no matter how painful, chosen by the collective as a relevant aspect of evolution. It may not seem immediately clear or comprehensible what the learning or the realization was for a specific cycle that you have undergone or humanity has undergone. It may not immediately be clear how a certain repetitive cycle is still relevant to you. And it is the mind that seeks clarity. It is the heart that seeks peace and harmony. No answer will satisfy that seeking. No completion of a cycle will give you the sustainable, harmonious, never ending peace that you seek. True alignment and peace will be found when awakening and self realization occurs with every step of the way. And the steps of self realization are beyond answers to questions. The steps to self realization are beyond immediate comforts, are beyond beliefs. It is a true silence, a trust that evolution is occurring within you if you intentionally provide the space and the time for this evolution to unfold, to blossom within you. In a moment like this, the opportunity for evolution and realization is great. While the mind may not understand the answers that it sought, while the heart may not receive the immediate comforts that it sought, a deep inner knowing will provide an alignment, will provide a realization. And this resting that you will be taken care of in this evolutionary process will bring forth the everlasting peace that you seek. All of you are in your individualized journeys, unique, specifically crafted to your choices and desires requested before entering this lifetime. Therefore, the mind and the heart seeking to complete and to eradicate the choices that it has made before the arrival in this lifetime would be defeating the purpose of the choices made as a soul. And you will wonder, how can the choices of a soul bring forth great challenges to your life, great challenges to humanity? And you will wonder, how can the choices of the soul be changed, transformed, and nulled? Only the awakening soul can truly change the agreements that the soul has made. An awakening soul will understand the greater picture of this reality, of the nature of this reality. An awakening soul will propose a new reality. And it is then to the collective and to the mechanisms of this reality to respond to your request of a new proposed reality. The natural way of completing, of ending the cycle of karma is through iterative realizations. The extended and accelerated way of completing and ending a specific soul agreement for karmic cycles is through the awakening of your soul. The awakening that is fueled naturally by all of you, the awakening that is fueled by all experiences of all generations ever had. Your choice to be here now, to receive these words and these energies, is your choice and your readiness for the awakening process within you. It is your soul's readiness to emerge to a new truth, to a new perspective of reality, to a new proposed reality by the many awakening souls of this world. And those awakening souls will reach a critical number, a critical mass, and their proposal, once unified, will be granted by all of humanity as a consciousness to establish and to manifest the reality that you seek. Yet learning and evolution will continue. It will merely take new shape. the cycles that have lasted for thousands of years, for many generations, for many lifetimes, may no longer be a relevant mechanism for learning and evolution. And that will be your collective's choosing to change this mechanism, as this world is entirely yours. It was established for you. It was established for you to come to self-realization, to become the creator of your own reality, to be empowered to choose the desired reality. And as an individual that is awakening before all of humanity will awaken, you will be required to display great compassion, great patience, knowing and understanding that every individual's awakening is truly a unique challenge, a unique step, a unique set of steps for every individual to come to this moment of its own awakening. And you will guide and support with presence, with compassion, extending your love, extending your understanding, extending your presence to all of those that require to pass these steps for the awakening journey. And through the awakening of many around you, you will create communities of individuals awakened, establishing proposed new realities within your subset of humanity. And your combined intentions, your combined power of manifestation will start to become a proposal to be taken seriously by the entirety of humanity. Therefore, the journey starts truly with you. The cycle of karma is not perceived to be your enemy. While it may be challenging, tiring, or at times frustrating, it is your friend and ally. It is the friend that guides you to your awakening. It is the friend that confronts you with an important lesson to be learned, an important realization to be had. And can you shift your perspective to embrace this persistent nature of these cycles? Can you truly find peace and silence to receive the important message that this cycle is trying to deliver to you. And with an open heart and an open mind and a rested body, you may find that these realizations will occur naturally to allow a cycle to complete. Most importantly, you will notice the resistance that you hold within yourself based on the conditions that you were given, based on the learnings that you have received, based on the beliefs that were established within you. And this resistance within you will, in moments of silence, in moments of openness, be disarmed. This opening is the first step for transformation. This opening is the first step to realizations to occur. Therefore, allow yourself to receive the messages, the benefits, and the love that these cycles bring, along with the realizations that are emergent and so close to your being. Allow an entire new way of being, an entire new way of operating this reality to become a possibility. Merely this potential of a possibility will open entire new worlds for you, entire new realities for you. You have been guided this far, all moments of your life, and all of those before you have been guided as well. You were never alone in every decision that you have made. The mechanisms of this reality, including the cycles of karma, always provided for you to gain specific experiences and learnings. And while it was always your choice and free will to navigate this reality, the circumstances were often established on your behalf. An awakened mind, an awakened heart, an awakened soul will be able to establish its own circumstances entirely, will be able to choose the learnings and the realizations to be had while in human form, no longer as a predetermined and chosen aspect of life before entering the human form. Therefore, your free will and your choice will be expanded to your entire reality. All aspects of your being, all aspects of your environment, all relationships will truly become a choice, empowered by your self-realization and empowered by your awakening process. Thank you for listening to our words. We will now commence with the adjustments. Thank you for receiving our gift to you. This transmission is complete. Stay in your meditation as long as you need to. And see how you can be in your body, in your mind, and in your heart, and at the same time be in this expanded state of consciousness. How you can be expanded and your individual human self in this world. And witness without trying to understand with the mind how a moment like this has tremendous transformational potential for you. It is not through a belief, but merely through trust and resting in this state of being. Resting in this present moment. And allowing what is ready to be realized to be realized. What is ready to be integrated to be integrated. What is ready to be transformed to be transformed. And everything that you have been seeking help for from the outside has all along been here within you. That power to evolve, to transform, to align, to awaken, all along within you. And see this transformational power and potential in others as well. Remind them of the power that they hold by living your own power, by being an inspiration. It is a true pleasure to serve all of you and to serve with you for all of humanity. Thank you so much for joining today.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Take any time you need to come back into your body, to orient yourself to the space, to the room. Feel free to take any time you need in a sitting or a lying position. Just stay as calm and relaxed and resting as you need to for as long as you'd like. As we are coming to our close here, I have a few gentle remarks. If you enjoyed today's session and you'd like to continue this journey with the Ascension One Collective, there are many ways you can do so. We offer a series of courses and trainings in the Pillars of Light path and the Sacred Earth Activation path. We just completed our foundation level course, and we've just kicked off our summit course during this month of December. Stay tuned for announcements regarding the dates of the next activation, foundation, and evolution level courses in both the Pillars of Light path and the Sacred Earth Practitioners path. In the meantime, we have designed an extraordinary home for all of Ascension One Collective's online community in Mighty Networks, which you can join by using the link placed in the chat. Within Mighty Networks, you can access our upcoming Saturday live stream schedule, our weekly Monday integration calls, where we gather to discuss the transmissions and the impact that they have on our daily lives. Additionally, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and similar on Facebook. And then you'll be informed for future events in that way as well. And please do sign up for our email list, which you can access at asil.to. This work is possible because of your support. And as you can imagine, it takes a lot of people working behind the scenes to bring this together and beam it out to you all. If you enjoyed today's session, if you find this of value, please consider supporting us financially to keep this work free and accessible to as many people as we can make it available for. There are links in the chat with options for donation. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for contributing your presence and your time. It truly matters. We can feel the support that you're bringing for yourselves and for each other by being in this space. Go ahead and take it easy after today's session. And if you can, feel free to make space for this energy to continue to work. If you can't take time or space to stay in rest, see if you can stay in rest in the midst of the activities that you need to engage in. It's my pleasure and honor to be here with you today, and thank you so much for tuning in.